Hey guys, Jay here. Welcome back to another video. You know, I had plans of making this video outside in good weather, in sunny, bright conditions. However, as you can see outside, it's not looking too hot. It's always like this. I have bad luck or something. But in the spirit of getting things done today, we're going to be talking about getting started with street photography POV videos on YouTube in 2022. I'll be going over the basics of what you'll need, the necessities, if you will. And then from there, we're just gonna talk about extra things that you can add on top to really elevate the quality of your videos. So with that in mind, let's dive straight into the necessities. Now, the first necessary item that you're gonna have to have when doing street photography POVs is this thing right here. Well, it doesn't have to be this thing, but this is an action camera. An action camera is gonna help you get that POV, that point of view with its wide angle field of view. And I'm using the DJI Pocket 2, but it doesn't really matter what action camera you use. As long as it has decent image quality and good stabilization, it should be fine. So absolutely necessary. This is the first thing that you should pick up if you're deciding to do POV street photography videos. Now, the second most important thing that you're gonna need for street photography POVs is something to mount your action camera to. And so that's a nice segue to introduce you to the chest harness. This chest harness is going to be the connection between you and the action camera to get that POV shot. So as you'll see in a lot of my street POV videos, this is the kind of look that you're gonna get. And that's all thanks to the chest harness and the action camera mounted somewhere in the middle of my chest here. Now, obviously it's not going to give you a one-to-one perspective of how I see the world. However, I think putting it in the middle of the chest is a lot better than having it on your head, because that's going to draw too much attention, whereas putting it in your chest is a little bit more discreet. So let me show you what it looks like with the chest harness and the action camera mounted to my body. So this is what the chest harness looks like. This is where you mount the action camera to, and this is the back part of the chest strap. This is where your shoulders, this is where it hooks over your shoulders. So basically how to put it on is, there is a clip here, you unclip, and basically it's a little bit awkward, I'm doing it in front of the camera, but you kind of put this over your body like this, slide your arm through one hole, make sure it's nice and straight, and then kind of reach over to the back and find that clip again, bring it around to this side and clip it back on. Now you have yourself a chest mount. Just adjust it so that it sits perfectly in the middle of your body, and voila, this is what it looks like, the chest mount on my body. And now it's time to clip on the action camera. This thing right here is used to hold the DJI Pocket 2. If you have any other standard action camera like a GoPro, you can probably just attach it to this J mount here. So the GoPro will sit right here with its legs, and basically you just use this device right here to screw it in tight, right? And then it connects, and all you have to do is connect this thing to the chest. So I'm going to attach the DJI Pocket 2, and I'm going to show you how it looks. So I have the DJI attached. This is going to clip onto my mount right here. So I'm going to just push it down. Bam, done. This is what it looks like. And all I have to do is turn this thing on, and we are live. Okay, so I did forget to mention one thing previously. Now I've got the action camera mounted to my chest, got the chest harness strapped up to my body. However, look at this. Look at me, okay? Look at all this. So I'm walking around in public, taking photos, and let's say you walk past and you see me wearing this. What are you gonna think? Obviously you're not gonna care too much, but in your head you're just gonna be like, who the hell is this guy? Why is he wearing this like kinky bondage thing around his chest? One recommended piece of clothing that I would say is kind of necessary is wearing a dark colored top. So what we're going to do is we're going to wear a dark colored top, and we're going to see the difference that it makes to my appearance. Now, I always wanted to try this. I wanted to do that TikTok thing where they pull the shirt off the body and then instantly replace the shirt with another shirt. So I'm gonna try it right now. So 3, 2, 1. Did it work? Hopefully that turned out better than I expected, but if my editing didn't turn out very good or my positioning wasn't that great, you can laugh at me and write it in the comments. Jay, you suck at this TikTok thing. Don't ever do it. So this is what it looks like with a dark colored t-shirt on. As you can see, it is a lot more discreet. You're not going to notice this as much as if you would have a lighter colored shirt on. It makes a huge difference. People will usually glance at you when they walk past, and if they can't notice this at first glance, then you're safe. You're pretty much good to go. Now, it's good to wear like a dark colored clothing with a little bit of accent on it. So if they do look at you, the first thing that they'll notice is the colorful thing and not exactly the camera itself. Just a recommended thing. Obviously you can wear whatever you like, but here is just me recommending you the optimal outfit that you should wear when doing POV street photography. Okay, so now that we've got this out of the way, let's see what you'll look like with all of this attached and you're ready to go out on the street. On a rainy day like today, I'm opting for a raincoat, but any form of outerwear helps to take the eyes off the chest mount and action camera, especially if it is the same color as the shirt underneath. To keep things light and simple, I chose to wear just a simple sling bag, which will be enough to hold accessories and batteries for the action camera, spare batteries for your main camera, and a power bank just in case any devices need to be charged. The camera you take photos with should be wrapped around your hand and preferably hung across your shoulders when not in use. Now, let's show off some POV. Alright guys, we're outside now and I'm just walking around in the neighborhood. This is the kind of field of view you're going to see when you have an action camera attached to your chest. What do you guys think? Currently, I don't have any external microphones attached, so everything that you're hearing is coming straight out of the action camera. I don't know about you. I think the sound quality is adequate. Obviously, it can be a lot better than this. But that's up for you to decide, right? The weather's not too great, the wind is blowing really hard, so I don't know how it's gonna sound. But yeah, this is what to expect when you have an action camera attached to your body and you're just walking around on the streets. Man, the weather is really bad. I need to find some shade soon. I don't want to be stuck out in the rain. So it stopped raining a while ago, so I thought maybe I'd duck outside to film some videos, but the weather just became terrible again, and here I am. I'm back at home. So what you're seeing right now is me recording on the action camera. So you can use your action camera as like a selfie vlogging camera as well, but the only downside is you're gonna have to take it off your chest and put it back on again whenever you need to change between the different views. And also the second biggest problem is the audio. Now, you can get away with audio a little bit if you're a charismatic person and you're doing all these funny things in front of the camera. However, audio is still very important. And if you're in a less than ideal situation where there's noises going on like cars and trucks and buses, and you got sirens blaring and you got the wind blowing and the rain pouring, audio can become pretty bad pretty quick. So moving on to the next topic of this video is how to elevate your videos to the next level. And there are two things that you'll need. One, we're going to upgrade the camera itself. So instead of an action camera, we're going to pick up an actual mirrorless camera like this, and I'll show you the difference when I attach it to the camera itself. Okay, so by comparison, what you're seeing right now is me filming with my Fujifilm X-S10 with a, I'd say a 24 to 70 millimeter equivalent lens attached. And as you can see, it's a lot nicer in a way because of the zoom factor, that I can just quickly zoom into my face. You don't see a lot of the environment because sometimes when you're doing talking heads, you don't want people to focus on what's behind you. So this is what it looks like with the mirrorless camera attached. However, there is still one thing that's missing, and that is audio. What you're hearing right now is the built-in microphone on the X-S10, which arguably could be worse than the action camera. So we're going to fix that, and we're going to be using an external wireless microphone system, and we're going to be talking about the sponsor of today's video, the Hollyland Lark. Now, I just want to preface this by saying they didn't pay me to say anything nice. They did send me the product for free, but it's going to be my honest opinions about this, and they won't get to see this video any earlier than you guys. So with that out of the way, let's just take a look at the Hollyland Lark 150. The Lark 150 came as a two-person kit, which means it has one receiver unit and two transmitters, all housed in this tidy charging case, which is super functional and a clean storage solution. The receiver might look a little bit chunky, but from it, you can adjust and mute volumes of both the transmitters. To set up, take the receiver out of the charging case and it should turn on automatically. Slide it onto a hot shoe or cold shoe mount, connect the included audio plug from the receiver to the mic jack in your camera. In my case, I'm using the 3.5mm TRS to TRS cable. Make sure the internal audio recording setting on your camera is turned off and you are only receiving audio from external devices. Finally, take one or both the transmitters out and clip it wherever you want. You can adjust the audio gain from the receiver by turning the respective volume knobs. Alright, so currently I've got the Hollyland Lark 150 receiver hooked up on top of the Fujifilm X-S10, and I've got this little transmitter here clipped onto my collar, and this is the audio that you're going to be getting with this wireless system coming from the camera. What do you guys think? Is it a big improvement from the previous, in-body action camera audio and also the in-body microphone of the Fujifilm X-S10? Does it make a big difference? I'm pretty sure it does. I'm going to place my bets and say this is probably the best sounding audio so far, but yeah, I'll let you be the judge of that. Let's also show you one of the biggest benefits of the Hollyland Lark 150 and its wireless capabilities, and you can really elevate your street photography with this one feature. I am currently outside in my backyard, and as you can hear, the rain is coming down pretty hard. I've got the dead cat attached to the Hollyland Lark, and it's still clipped to my collar. How's the audio sounding right now against all this rain? I'm talking a little bit louder than usual, but I hope it's picking up on the camera. Now, the great thing about this system, this wireless audio system, is not only can I talk to the camera this close and have good audio, but check this out. Let me zoom in first. I'm gonna go to that shed over there, and I am going to stand there and talk to you guys. So let's go. This is me, Jay, at the shed. How's it sounding right now? I'm actually pretty nervous. I don't really know. I've never been out this far with a wireless microphone before, but hopefully it's sounding pretty good. Hopefully you're not hearing as much of the rain as I hope. But yeah, you can see this wireless system is pretty useful. I mean, if you set the camera up across the street and you quickly run to the other side and record some audio, do some talking head like what I'm doing right now, it really elevates your videos to the next level. And not a lot of people do this, but you could be the first one. Wait, I'm the first one. You could be the second one. Hollyland Lark 150, fantastic. And if you have a friend, you can do it with your friend too, because it's a dual transmitter system. So you can have one clip to yourself, you can have one clip to your friend, and you could be having a great old time. Oh God, it's getting a little bit too wet now. I'm coming back. Whew. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that this system is pretty damn useful. On better conditions, it's probably going to work better, and it's probably not going to pick up the wind as much. But hope you guys can get a little bit of an understanding of how the system works in probably one of the worst environments you could possibly think of. I hope this was a good demonstration. I really don't know. But let's be honest guys, most of the time you're going to be probably shooting video like this on like a little, Gorilla Pod, Joby Gorilla Pod thing, and you're going to be walking around on the streets doing talking heads like this. And the wireless mic is a perfect system for that because, you know, sometimes you might be a little bit closer to the camera, sometimes you might be a little bit further away, and it doesn't matter how close or far away from the camera you are because the microphone is always going to be right there on your body. So at least the audio is consistent, you know what I mean? Okay guys, so I hope that from this video you could learn a little bit about getting started with your own street photography POVs here on YouTube. It's not that hard and you don't need to invest a lot of money into it. All you need to get started is an action camera and a chest harness. Of course, if you want to take it to the next level, you've got your digital mirrorless cameras with, you know, your wide angle lens, and you've got your Hollyland Lark 150 system for your wireless audio solutions. So, you know, if you want to take it further from there, the sky's the limit. Of course, it always depends on your budget. If you've got a lot of money to blow, obviously you can buy better cameras, better audio equipment, better everything, right? So, but I'm just here to show you that it's very possible to get started just with a very few things. And you can probably make great content out of it. But at the end of the day, you know, doing street photography POVs, you just got to have some good photos to share, right? Some good banter and some good photos can go a long way. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did find it helpful, make sure to give me a subscribe, give me a like, shout a comment or something like that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I don't even know if this is going to work. But I got my camera upstairs behind a piece of window and currently I'm downstairs. I wonder if you can see me. Hi, is the audio working? If it does, I'm super amazed. I am very, very impressed. Hollyland Lark, thank you. You did good.